Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All right, so I am back finally, and thank you guys for being patient. This is going to be today's topic reading. This is going to be for the 21st of May. I've been getting caught up over the last couple days, so we had an interesting thing where I actually I did a video for today's topic for the 20th, and then I had to do an extended on that and do like a part 2. So if you didn't catch that one yesterday, you might want to. Anyway, the other thing is, if you've been catching up along with me, you will notice that I promised that I would be doing 2 free readings this week because I was not able to get to the one last week because I was out of town and traveling and all kinds of things. So tonight is a night I'm going to be picking 2 winners, and so stick around to the end. Now, as always, you guys can enter to win a free read with me just by writing the word compassion in the comment section, by subscribing to my channel, and by giving this video a thumbs up. So you do those 3 things and you're already entered to win, okay? And I always just do the free reading if you're selected. I do it right at the tail end of one of these videos. Okay, hold on. That was way too many cards. So let's start out with this reading. We'll see where it goes. And then at the end of this, I will announce who the 2 winners are for last week and this week. And we'll do those 2 free reads. Okay. But first, the general. We've got a Page of Wands. Okay. Page of Wands starts us out. You notice how the promise of a 4 of Wands is here behind this page. We got this new beginning. It's a little bit of a chessboard image, right? So we've got a little bit of checkmate energy. We've got a little side eye, a little sexy side eye thing going on with this page. It's a new beginning that promises a sultry good time. This could be somebody who's about to have like a really sexy fun summer. This could be somebody like, how you doing? It's that kind of vibe off of this card, right? Something is getting started. Something is getting like excited, and like I caught their eye, they caught my eye. There's something here. I do feel like there's one of those moments where somebody glances out of the corner of their eye and the other one knows it too. So I kind of like the sultry aspect here. We have the Strength card, the Death card, the Queen of Coins, and they all came out together. So I'm going to keep them all together. So we have this sexy, fun glance that gets a little spark lit. Yes, I feel like we could have a little bit of playful, sexy energy where it's only 2 people play a chess game, right? So if there is a checkmate, still it's just going to be between 2 people that are both very interested in each other, and it is with the intention, even though it's just a brand new spark, it's with the intention of having a long-term 4 of Wands. Baby, don't eat that. Sorry, my puppy is here. He knows I'm taking him to the lake in just a little bit, so he's impatiently waiting. So here's the thing. We start to open this storyline up a little bit. It's a fresh new beginning for somebody who I think is just now feeling brave enough to forget about the exes and forget about the things of the past. This is some big brand new Kundalini awakening. This is somebody's libido's getting back on track. This is somebody who's feeling foxy again. It could be a Queen of Coins kind of vibe here. I mean, look at all the greenery. Look at all the life that's coming back to her. Look at, she's carrying like, well, they're not daisies. I actually don't know what flowers those are. But we have somebody who has the strength to really let the past go so they can embrace the new, the fresh. This is somebody grounded. This is somebody like feeling very competent and very powerful, somebody who's unafraid. This Death card is such a heavy, intense death card, right? And the serpent here is actually representing truth. It's representing, like I said, the Kundalini awakening. It's representing shedding an old skin, starting a new life. So we have a lot of like a revived sense of excitement. And this is definitely someone who's courageous enough to let themselves feel attractive and youthful again, and be flirty, fun, and be open to this new spark. So I gotta say, I think right now we got a story of a Queen of Coins who is coming back to life after obviously having to shed an old skin. 2 of Wands. Yeah, this was the moment of, do I walk away from one thing in order to choose another? Do I close one chapter of my life to start writing a new chapter? So this is a conscious choice that this queen is making to say, I think I want to give this new this new energy, an opportunity. Tell me about this new energy. Tell me about this Page of Wands. This is somebody who is, they're here for a good time. Yes. Wow. We have a Two of Cups and got a Justice sideways. They could be a Libra. Doesn't have to be. The way I would view this is this. I think right now that this queen has met her match. By the way, we have Leo and Scorpio in this so far also, in addition to Libra, for our majors. So I'm asking all about this new person. This new person has seen her out of the corner of their eye, has already pegged them as, you're one of my kind. There's something about this new person. She may or may not necessarily realize that someone's already spotted her. She may be oblivious to somebody who's already like, wow, who's that? They already see her as a connection. I'm feeling like she's a little unaware. She's been more focused on getting the strength to release something from the past, get her groove back on. Maybe there's been that connection, or maybe not. There's, for her, on her side, because this is two distinctly different individuals that we're talking about right now. Somebody's got her marked as like, that's when I'm going to walk up toward that queen. That queen, I don't know, whoever this page is, man, they've got an idea about this queen. Now, they could be a Libra. The thing is, because we have, okay, this is about balance. This is about equality. This is about the universe bringing something in that really makes things a balanced relationship. And we've seen that she had to let go of something that was really difficult. She had to have the courage to change her life, to let go of things, to choose to release something from her past in order to embrace something new. And with this Justice card to define this person, this is almost like they, although they already have pegged her as somebody important in their life, they're already drawn to her and they already know this is somebody I need in my life. It's interesting because they're not rushing this. They don't want to force her into anything until she's ready. They're being fair so that they don't wind up getting either brushed off because she's not ready for them yet, or they are in this place where it's like they want to make this work, but how do they do it right now? We got the Seven of Wands. Somebody's got a plan. Somebody has got a plan about this queen. Now, okay, if this is somebody who wants to have like a do-over with her, I just don't see that. I don't see that on her side at all. But whoever this is, I feel like they're keeping this all to themselves. They're not letting anybody else know that they've already spotted someone that they have a strong attraction to. Like this, for whatever, wow, King of Cups. Yeah, this person has a strong attraction, an Empress. This is crazy. This is like a love at first sight connection for this person. And this person is almost like they don't want to talk about how they feel about this woman. I feel like this is a weird, like they see each other at a distance. Whether or not she sees them at all, I don't know, because they got the side glance and she's just kind of like, her look is kind of off into the distance. She's thinking about her life. She's thinking about changing her life. She's thinking about letting go of her past. She's a little bit like, looking off into the distance. I don't know that she's spotted this person, but they've spotted her. So we have a little bit of the secret admirer thing, but it's not that. This person already, they see her and it's like, that's mine. She's mine. That's my match. And I don't even know why I say that. They've been waiting on something, but they're not telling anybody about this, probably because even to them, it's a little bit crazy. Like, why am I thinking so much about this person that I don't know? I've only seen her. I don't feel like there's been interaction between these two. And yet, in their mind, they go from, wow, she's one of my kind. That, in fact, that's like my person. In fact, I don't know how I know. I just know. This person goes from that page where there's a spark of interest to a King of Cups. Like, this is the person I want to pour my heart to. This is the person that I'm seeing as my Empress. I mean, that Queen of Pentacles becoming the Empress is like this is the person they want to marry, but they've already thought all this out, like kind of in a flash. How did this happen? I don't understand. I've never seen like a love story that gets started so quickly, but someone sees this queen as their empress. Like, that's who I want. That's my person. How did this get started? 10 of Wands, the Judgment, the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So is this person aware? I feel like they've been on the periphery of this queen's life. They've seen something, or they understand her like that. I don't know exactly how, but they understand something about her very quickly. Because I'm asking, how did this occur between these two? Well, remember, she's been trying to shed old stuff. That's at 10 of Wands, right? They may have, once in a while, if you meet somebody, even if you know very little about them, but you meet them in a moment where you see something and it hits you like a ton of bricks, and you go, I know something about that human being. I have read them in a moment that was very raw, that they didn't realize they'd exposed something about themselves, something that was truthful, something about they've been through a lot of hurt, and they've also had to figure out how to release that kind of hurt. It's like this person has observed her in a moment like that, and it just clicked. Like they understood something profound about her. They understood kind of like she's been through a lot, and she's also had the courage to release it all, and she's had the courage to reinvent herself and the courage to move on. And I feel like this person, somehow they saw this in her, even if she was unaware, that's how they evaluated her. Again, I think she's been distracted by simply doing what she needs to do for herself. Now, again, this could be a masculine just as easily. I'm simply saying she, because it's a queen here, but this could be a masculine just as easily. This person has seen her as powerful, as strong, as brave, as somebody who has put her life back together, and she's done it all herself, and she's made conscious choices to release things and move on. And they have admired her in doing this and been very attracted to her. But it's interesting because somehow they saw this moment for her. I don't know exactly how, but in their mind, I mean, this could be somebody who has been a part of her life, maybe not as a lover, or maybe as a lover. If it was as a lover in the past, though, I don't know if they're the ones who caused her grief. All I know is that they have continued to admire her. But this is that reconciliation. This is, they want to see her again. This does not have to be someone, though, that already had a love relationship with her. This could be somebody that saw her, whatever, one time, as she was going into some store doing something. They know that there's some kind of single attitude here. She doesn't have a support system around her, or she doesn't have a soulmate in her life right now. I almost feel like they saw something in her where she was like in the middle of handling life on her own, and they saw her do it with a lot of grace. And I feel like this is the thing, like this person suddenly like really admired her. They understood something profound about who she is, and that is the energy. They're like, wow, and you've handled everything on your own. You don't have a support network around you. You don't have anybody to lean on, yet you've stayed kind, and you've stayed strong, and you've stayed brave, and you've picked yourself up, and you've moved forward, and you've reinvented yourself, and you're still a giving person. Somebody really admires this individual. They want to give to her. This is somebody who even like wants to protect her, like really, they don't want to take from her. They actually want to give to her. This is really, really, really nice. I almost feel like they think she deserves someone to be like a partner to her now. I really like the way this person is looking at her, because it's not like, oh, you're a broken creature that I want to fix. It's more like, wow, I really admire how you've reinvented yourself, and you deserve to be treated that well, because you are more than a catch. You are the person that I can't even imagine how lucky someone would be to be with somebody like this. They want this individual in their life. Masculine or feminine is irrelevant. So interesting, because there's the sexy aspect. There's also the really strong connection. But I feel like they're the ones who have all this for her, and I don't think she even knows it. Does she think anything of this person? What's she got going on with this person? Because I still don't know if she understands. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. She sees nobody on the horizon. She has no clue anybody's out there. In her mind, the only one she's got to rely on is her. There's nobody. What do you mean? 10 of Coins, my foot. All I got is what I got in my own pockets. I got nobody who's showing up, nobody who's growing abundance with me, nobody who's trying to plant a garden with me. I don't have any of that. She has no idea this person either exists or that they're looking her way. She thinks she's totally like adrift on her own, and she's okay with it. We double down on that message with that 9 of, you gotta be kidding me. 9 of coins, as well as a faith card in the reverse, which is the Hierophant in any other deck. It's card 5. She actually thinks, I will be alone permanently. That's what I do. I survive and I take care of my business, and I'm, and I have a good life, and I'm peaceful, and, I can handle everything on my own. I have no one to help me. That's just my life. I don't imagine that there's anyone coming in that I'm going to end up with or marry. I don't think that there will ever be anyone who wants to marry me. This is the inner dialogue on her side, right? I am completely alone. I don't have anyone sharing my life with me, anyone contributing, and I don't ever imagine that that's going to happen. So she's not bitter about it. She's just like, this is what life is. I just live and I handle everything myself, and I have to keep releasing and reinventing myself because a lot of people have let her down, to put it simply. So every time that I get let down, I keep learning how not to hold on to anybody. I just have to be self-reliant. And she keeps reinforcing that. And she keeps reinventing herself and having to let things go and let go of, hopes and wishes and all of that, and keep landing on her own 2 feet. And she does it very, very, very well. This is one of those people that, if you have no one to rely on but yourself, you get better and better and better at being self-reliant. And you don't want to walk around bitter with a chip on your shoulder. So you simply accept at some point that, oh, I guess this is just how my life is. I guess I'm the person who has to land on my feet. But what she doesn't understand is that someone is out there, someone who does see her, someone that I kind of feel like there must be something divine about this. Because it's at a moment where she's not looking for anybody. The last thing she's got on her radar is the idea that someone is interested in her. Because I don't think that she really has a whole lot of belief in that at this point. Yet this person starts out with, this is foxy, this is sexy, they're looking at her with those eyes, and then it gets super important and super deep for them right away. It's not just game playing. It's something where it's like, oh my God, this person matters to me so much. I really admire this feminine, this woman. I really admire this woman. This is the woman I want to marry. Or man. It doesn't have to be. I'm just saying it because it's the queen that they're looking at. So this queen is sexy, but I don't think that she's aware of it. At the beginning, I was like, okay, so these two have a spark. No, only one person has a spark toward her. Okay, so tell me, what is this? Since she seems to be unaware of them, what is the other person going to do? Knight of Swords. They're going to take an opportunity to come showing up, racing in, and it looks like it's swift action. Could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here, but this is so in the great clash between the Olympian gods and the Titans, the old gods in Greek mythology. Zeus didn't win until he had the aid of the Pegasus, the flying horses. And so this is a sign of victory as well. And I just want to point that out because this is somebody who wants to have success and victory. So they're coming racing in for communication. They're coming in quickly to say something. They're coming in like a knight in shining armor. So they do have, we got this Page of Cups in the reverse. Hold on. So they want to come racing in, but not to give some little offer. We got a Four of Swords that came out sideways. Hold on. Like I said, it's not like this person has deep respect for her. They're not trying to fix her like she's a broken bird, but I still feel like they're struggling with what do they say when they get there? What do they say when they come racing in? Remember, we already saw this person kind of like fighting themselves a little bit, being defensive, like not wanting to express, like, how do they know that this is their match? How is it that they're so sure that this is their mate? They're just sure about it. This is somebody who has fallen in love with her because they feel like they understand the essence of who she is. They understand something about her life, how she behaves, what she's been through. And somehow it's like they got it. It clicked. And they don't know how to explain that part. They're in this mindset that they want this reconciliation card is throwing me, because is this someone who has, like, they never really got a relationship off the ground with her? They did know her in the past. She's basically forgotten about them. Nothing went anywhere. And they've continued to watch her for a long time. And now they want to come in and reconcile with her. They see that she's single. They see that she's solo. They see that she's basically kind of just moved on with her life. For them to want to come rushing in, but not quite know what to say, not wanting to give a puny offer. Also, though, with this question mark of like, is she healed enough? You know, will she communicate with me? We have this is somebody's all up in their heads here, but they want to say something that's fair and that's balanced and that's meaningful, but not lay it on super thick with like, oh, I love you, you're the only one for me. You know, I've been creeping on you, watching you from a distance, and you know, you're mine. Like, I feel like they don't want to go down that road and say too much when she's like unaware that they're still out there watching her. So I feel like this person is trying to like tame the emotions here. Part of me is like, I don't know, like if she's been so convinced she's like totally on her own, it might be a nice change for somebody to come in and actually be romantic. I don't know. I mean, this looks awful logical. Like somebody is trying so hard to keep things super logical. We got the 8 of Coins and we got the Hermit. So the action for them to take is they come rushing in. Then seriously, are they going to freeze? I'm so tired of storylines like this. I don't know if it's that or if they want to say something and then like give her time to think about it, like come forward with some kind of an offer, explain things in a really logical way, and then like allow her time. Or if they're coming toward her and then they freeze because it's like, wow, she's really busy right now. And I can see that she's kind of in her mind doing other things that she needs to do. I don't know. To me, that's kind of like if she's been having to handle her whole life on her own, if they see her as, oh, she's really busy, let her do what she's doing first. Why not step up and help her? Sorry, that's just me being me, but I don't understand why we have this like, okay, wait a second. Now there needs to be silent time again. This person is a little bit like they're so sure of what they want, but then they race in and then they start to question, what should they say, how should they say it? On one hand, you say it's nice that they're being so thoughtful. On the other hand, what's the Hermit all about? What's up with the Hermit and Queen of Cups? Okay, so they do actually think that they're going to have to give her some time to think through whatever offer they're going to make. Why do they think they need to put it in such logical terms instead of something romantic, though? Why are they convinced that they need to be super logical? It's like they're trying to think of how she thinks instead of like, if they want to give to someone, Wheel of Fortune. There's something about the timing here. There's something about I don't know. It does feel like this person is trying to, I guess they're trying to be respectful of whatever she's going through, wherever she's at in life. But again, it feels a little bit like they are hoping that she'll be this for them, but that she'll have to be thought out or think about that for a while before she would imagine that she would want to be their mate, because they want to show up as that King of Cups for her, right? They want her to be the Queen of Cups for them. Well, the Empress, the Queen of Cups. But we've got this energy flow of this person wanting to race in, then kind of not knowing exactly what to say. Is it the right time? Wanting the universe to like give them a sign or something that it's the right time, because they know that they're going to have to put effort and work in. And she still is going to be really thoughtful about this before she would open up and be that warm, loving queen. Why do they think that she would have to really think about this and they'd have to put so much work in? Because I'm wondering, was this the person then who left her high and dry prior? Is that what this is about? We have a Knight of Wands. I feel like this person really wants to be passionate and sexy, but I feel like they know she's not going to go for any of that until there's some kind of trust built. So is this someone who already played a game with her again, I said we have the chess game, but this person, if this person played some kind of chess game with her in the beginning, and when I say chess game, what I mean is flirty but lighthearted, but they didn't go anywhere with this, not really. They were interested in her. They knew immediately, oh, this is someone that I could see having, as my Four of Wands. If they knew that the first time they ever met her, but then they didn't do right by her, they were like, oh my God, this is actually my Two of Cups. This is my twin flame, my soulmate. And then did they do her wrong? And then they continued to watch her and admire her. And now they're like, wow, I really want her. If it's one of those stories, I'm not real fond of this at all, because I don't feel like this person has been respectful in the least. If that's the case, if they knew right out of the gate that she was important, but then they left her to deal with everything on her own, to go through things, to have to, go through losses, to have to handle all of the pieces of life on her own and move in a whole new direction. And now that she's gone, now they really want her. Now that she's in this mindset where it's like, oh, I got nobody but me to ever count on. I hope that that's not who this person is coming in. And the only reason I'm teetering on wondering that is because of that Judgment card, and because we see this person thinking that it's going to take time and trust before she would be that warm, loving person, and then they can be super sexy with her. I don't know. I don't know yet. Tell me about that Six of Cups in the reverse that we saw. We've got the Moon in the reverse, and we got the Four of Coins sideways. And this was when I was asking, what is the circumstances between them, right? And the circumstances between them had to do with like letting go of, obstacles. And to me, it seemed like they had observed her, like letting go of all kinds of burdens. And then there's this idea of some reconciliation and something about they've seen her, like she doesn't even have a support group around her at all. She's just kind of off doing her own thing. And now we've answered that by saying, yeah, and there was some big reveal. I gotta say, to me, this feels like, unfortunately, again, the situation between them is that it became very clear that somebody had to withdraw because someone was holding back. And if that's why we have that Libra card, that Justice card, if this is somebody who actually messed her around before, I don't know. I don't know about this. Let me see. I thought this was somebody new, and now I'm not so sure. Is this a past lover? Because I was so excited. It was a new thing and somebody really admired her, but now I'm like, wait a second. Is this just somebody who is reflecting and realizing, wow, I really loved her. I really wanted to be with her. And all this time that I either blocked her, stayed away from her, I keep watching her and I'm so impressed with her, but I don't want to come in and try to give some small love offer. I know I have to build trust and have her open up to me. And then I can be, then I can start flirting and basically start over with her and be all sexy fun again. I don't know that I like this person anymore. Hold on. Only because why then did that happen in the first place? What's the universe got to say about this? Empress in the reverse. Empress in the reverse. Three of Swords. Oh my. There's been a big heartbreak here. Big betrayal. Somebody hurt an Empress. And if that's who our Queen of Coins was, someone who got betrayed, is this the person who betrayed them? I hope not. I really hope not. I hope it's not this person getting to think that they can come back around. Yeah, the Judgment in the reverse. No, it's not that person. Phew. Oh my God. I was like, no, I do not want to see that person gets another shot, because the attitude here would be like there's an entitlement. No, instead, this is totally different. Sorry, this is like a roller coaster of a reading. This is not the same person. The person that we've been talking about is someone who perhaps observed her go through this kind of hurt. Maybe this is a a friend. Maybe this is somebody who somehow just knows through the grapevine about what happened to her. Whatever this is somebody who is like, no, this person deserved to be treated better. This person got treated poorly. This person had to move on from that betrayal. This person had, like, they're absolutely not reconciling with their exes, which is what we saw in her. She's not reconciling. She doesn't have anybody on her mind right now. The individual that we've been talking about all this time who is admiring her is someone, okay, now I can relax a little bit and say, okay, good. I'm glad it's not the ex who feels entitled to come in after they're the ones who did the dirty on her. No, this is somebody who saw what went wrong and saw that she didn't get treated fair. This is somebody who either they witnessed this and they think that it's unfair. That also explains why they have been like keeping a respectful distance. Like, you know, I understand she's got to kind of heal from some stuff, but this person admires her so much, or they've, even if they don't know her, they somehow know something about her enough to figure out like that's somebody who is admirable and that's somebody who's been through a lot. And that explains why they're being so much more like respectful. They don't want to step on her turf and act like, you know, they're waiting for the sign that it's the right time. They're hoping to either encounter her at the right moment. They're going to start putting themselves in her path a little bit, but not trying to make some huge romantic overtures that are going to be like too much or make her feel like, what kind, are you just a player? Like, what do you want with me? I feel like this person already knows this is a high value individual and they want to do this right. But it is about, they're hoping that the timing works out so they can spend some time with her, so they can start to like develop a connection, make her like see them and see them in a light that is different than kind of the people who've messed her about. That's what we've got here. Okay, I'm back to really liking this character. I was like, oh, I don't know. Then they want to get foxy frisky, which they wanted that all along, but it's deeper than that. I understand now why this character is wanting to take their time getting to know her, making sure that there's a trust built, then there's like a sweetness, there's a respect, and then it can become like super, super sexy and foxy, because they are being very aware that you don't handle her the wrong way. She's going to shut down if she thinks that you're just here to play games, because she's already been through that. And this person knows this. So again, that energy exchange, the energy between them, that clarifies that a little bit further, right? Because as I said in the beginning, it's like, for some reason, this person has already caught a glimpse of her and knows that she's overcome something that was really rough. She's standing on her own 2 feet. She's reconciled with what the past was, and she's healed from it. She's not walking around like making her past everybody else's, you know, problems and beating other people up over it, you know, emotionally because she got hurt by somebody else. She's simply solo. She simply is out there on her own. And that's the thing that they understood about her. She's not somebody who doesn't want to open up, but she doesn't have anyone to open up to. That's the understanding here. That's the big secret. Like, she's got a lot that she would like to share with somebody, but she's kind of over the idea that there's ever going to be somebody to share with. But this person is so different. This person is like, they understand all that about her, which is why they're taking this time. They're doing it not because there's somebody who's hurt her and now they're like, well, I casually want to come back in, but not if it's going to be difficult to make her trust me. No, that's not what this is. This is a different person. This is a new person. This is so nice. This is like just what, maybe it's exactly, we have some divine cards here, right? Because we got the Justice card, and then we also had that the card about divine timing. Tell me just a little bit about the divine timing. Sorry, this is getting so long again. I love the fact that we have actual like movement forward. Hold on. I'm going to use that deck again, but I don't want to shuffle those cards we already had back in. 7 of Swords. Hold on. What's that about? If they're asking about divine timing here, they're hoping for a time where they get a sign of 4 of Swords and the King of Swords. There is something here that this person is waiting on. It's either that, okay, so say this is a situation where this is someone who has been like a friend on the periphery of her and whomever they separated from, who didn't treat her well. If they have known that, you know, like what she went through, because they actually knew both halves of the relationship. She knows This person knows what she's been through. They may be waiting for a sign from like the divine timing, the universe, that really shows that she is truly like done and healed, and even that the lies and the things that she might have experienced, those aren't things that are triggering for her anymore. She's maybe able to like take this on in stride and see it just really calmly. It could also be that there's legalities being worked through between her and that former partner, and sifting through lies, healing from that, having like the authorities step in and finalize things here. They may be being respectful and keeping a distance because they know that she's closing out the rest of the legalities in a cycle with a former person. Ace of Staves in the reverse. It's like they also really want to be sure that she's not harboring any like passion or emotion for that ex, and that she's healed from the lies she's been told. I feel like this is somebody who really wants to make sure that they come in at just the right time. When, let me put it this way, it's not calculating per se, but they want to make sure that she can see them as a totally different kind of a person than the individual that she dealt with. So that it's like the contrast is, if she had been, hurt by people that were liars or by a partner that was a liar, they want to make sure that they are this tremendous contrast. That they come across as honest and truthful, not there to take from her, not there to do anything other than like get to know her. They're not here to tell lies. They're not here to, I feel like they really want her to be able to see them and see them by a contrast. Like, I am not that person who hurt you. I am so different. Prince of Swords again. And this person is hoping that this opportunity comes up really soon. They want desperately to get this opportunity and it's like they're biding their time. That's why I feel like there's something about divine timing. It could have to do with court system stuff, could have to do with legalities, could have to do with something that they know that the opportunity is going to present itself. And I think that it has a lot to do with them being able to be seen by her in a really favorable light, because they are an honorable person and they know that about her, but they know that she hasn't seen them yet. And they want her to see them as a different individual than what she'd been dealing with. That contrast is super important in their mind, that she looks at them and really sees them and, wants to talk to them. Lovers in the reverse. Yeah, they want to make sure that the ex stuff is so done and so over, so that she is able to, like, how it's like we got to purge someone else's old energy. Like, that's what this person wants. They want to make sure that she's so done with an ex, so purged from all that. So then they are coming in and they give her this clean slate with this, an honorable relationship. And so that she doesn't have to deal with the exes anymore or the old triggers or anything like that. This person is like, they want her to forget that ex was ever a part of her world, because it's like, baby, I can treat you better. Like, I'm going to treat you so much better. I want you to see me as someone who is not at all like your ex. I want you to forget that even happened to you, because like, that's this person's goal, is to make her forget that she had some like untrustworthy situation and she was single and solo and she had to, handle everything on her own. This person, like, they want to be a partner and a protector and someone that she respects and someone she can trust. And it's really important that she sees them in that light, which I think says a lot about their sincerity and the fact that they are an honorable person. They want to make sure that she can open up and get to know them as that honorable individual. So they're handling this in a really honorable way, as far as like watching carefully, not trying to waste time, but also not trying to rush things, trying to make sure that they are sensitive to the fact that it's like, this is a high value person. And I don't want her to think that I'm here for like a rebound, or that I'm here just to mess around or take her up her time. So anyway, very nice energy here. So, well. That is a new romance on the horizon. Okay, so I'm going to do two winners tonight. So, two free readings for two of my subscribers. This has already gotten to be very, very long. It's almost 40 minutes. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do those two free reads on a separate video, and you will find them in the link, or excuse me, in the description box. I will put a link right there. Okay. So, the two winners, by the way, are LC and Sweet and Sassy. Okay. So every week I choose somebody different. So if it's not you this time, no worries, guys. You always get a chance every week. I will go ahead and I'm going to click off here now and I'm going to go do those two free recordings. And like I said, they'll be in the description box. As always, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for giving this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed my storytelling, please do remember that they are just stories. I'm not a psychic. I don't tell you anything real about your life. I believe in free will. We all make our own lives what they're going to be. So please just remember, have fun when you're here. This is for entertainment and maybe inspiration or new food for thought. But ultimately, only we decide what will become our reality. Mwah. Take care. And I will see you guys. Anyone will be able to watch these two free reads that I do. You just have to click on the link. So it doesn't matter if you are LC or Sweet and Sassy. Everybody is free to watch it. I always make them available to everyone simply because I like transparency. Then everybody knows that, yes, those people really were the winners. And yes, they really got a free read. So it's just how I do things. Okay. So anyway, you guys, anyone can watch those. All right. Take care. Bye. I'll see you guys over there.